Hey guys, what's up? So the part 1 is already there. So this will be the part 2 in demolishing our pre-medical examinations like All India PMTs and state PMTs and AIMS. So we will be targeting 2016. Don't come and asking me how to crack it in 2 months. It is not possible, sir and ma'am. So it's been like 6-7 years since I cracked my AIMS entrance examination. So I am right now I'm an IS and I did my MBBS from AIMS and I passed out in 2014, and just now I'm trying to be a good teacher. So after 6 to 7 years I have kept in touch with the pre-medical preparation, and now I'm trying to give you back what I think is useful and which will help you and crack your examination. So please spread the word of this education revolution, and if you want to know more you can read online. I have already made a lots and lots of videos for civil services preparation, so this is my attempt for PMT. So still, if you have any query or if you have any doubt, you can obviously comment below the video on YouTube, which is be uploading there and where you are watching right now, or on the Facebook page, that is facebook.com/my name romanseni.official. So rest assured, I will try to answer it as soon as possible. So moving forward, what we will do in Unacademy Medical is it's a new YouTube channel. Plus there is an app also for Unacademy where you can download it on your Android phones. So this will cover absolutely everything right now, absolutely everything on pre-medical test. That is AIMS as well as AIPMTs. And I will try to revolutionize completely the PMT education. So you can download the app on Play Store, and you can also visit and follow this page by hitting the like button on facebook.com/unacademy medical. So anyways, so this is the plan of the Unacademy Medical, where I'll be making around 250 videos, obviously the detailed ones, which will cover all the four subjects, that is physics, chemistry and botany and zoology. So I'll start each and every video assuming that you know absolutely nothing, which will extreme basics and which will covering the fundamental aspects. तो जो आपके basic और जो आपका foundation है, that I'll try to make you very very strong, so that you can then study on your own and you don't face any problem in the exams, and it will be covering all the relevant stuff from NCRTs first. Then we will progress on to dealing with the major topics in extreme details with elaborative illustrations, obviously. So because if you hear you forget, if you listen carefully then you tend to remember, and if you do then it becomes a part of your personality. So if there are elaborative illustrations or examples, then it will obviously help in preparation. And then I'll also include test questions and practice papers, so once a particular unit will end. So all in all, you can all tell to your children or a daughter or your friends or yourself that it will become a one-stop solution for PMTs, that is AIMS and AIPMT for online thing. So we will be trying to focus you more on the smart study pattern, then reading and revising of only those things which are absolutely bare minimum which is required to crack the exam. Then finally I'll try to focus on the content. This is extremely important because it is lots and lots of content. So I'll try to filter everything out. जैसे आप चाय बनाते हो और छलनी से सब कुछ छन जाता है, उसी तरह से I'll filter and then you drink tea and then you enjoy. So when you will read and when you listen to us, you will enjoy, which is required to crack the PMT, the bare minimum which you have to do. और कोई ज्ञानबाजी नहीं चलेगी या कोई प्रवचन नहीं चलेंगे, वो टाइप की टीचिंग अगर आपको चाहिए then you are at a very very wrong place. It will be to the point, absolute no crap type of style videos, and आपको बहुत ही जल्दी पता चल जाएगा. If you have not watched, please watch the other videos which will be coming soon. तो बायोलॉजी का जो 11th क्लास सिलेबस है, दैट इज डाइवर्सिटी इन लिविंग वर्ल्ड. सो इट विल बी डीलिंग विद प्लांट क्लासिफिकेशन एंड ऑल. It will be dealing with morphology and anatomy of animals and plants, then cell structure and function, very very important unit, then plant physiology and human physiology. This is 11th class. So 12th class में reproduction, so this is the one which you will be starting with first, then genetics and evolution, then biology and human welfare, then biotech and its application, and finally ecology and environment. Then chemistry is obviously divided into three parts, that is physical chemistry, so up to something like this approximately is the physical chemistry. Here also this part is the physical chemistry. Then we have an organic chemistry, SPDF and all those blocks. Then finally we have some general chemistry like chemistry in everyday life and environmental chemistry. And here we have the organic chemistry in this part. So obviously then we will move to physics syllabus. So we have the physical world, then laws of motion in one dimension and all, then work, energy, power, then the system of particles, motion there and the rigid bodies, gravitation, properties of bulk matter, thermodynamics, perfect gas theory and all. Then we will dealt with oscillation and waves. Then in class 12, obviously electrostats is the first chapter. Then current, electricity, then magnetism, extremely important. EMIs, ACs, then electromagnetic waves, then optics, then finally modern chemistry and electronic devices like and atoms, nuclei, and finally dual nature of matter and radiation. So this is the physics syllabus. So as I've already told you, in biology you have to watch the NCR, you have to read NCRTs first. So please watch previous video for that if you haven't done it already. Then the second thing which I want you to do, if NCRTs are finished at least 5-6 times, तो क्या होता है ट्रूमैन की जो एलिमेंट्री बायोलॉजी है इट एक्सपैंड्स दीज एनसीईआरटी. दिस इज द की पॉइंट. जो एनसीईआरटी के कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं दे टेक इट एंड देन इट एक्सपैंड. सो बेसिकली इट एलैबोरेट्स द कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ एनसीईआरटीज. Then there is Truman's objective biology, and this is essentially important for practicing the questions. So if you are done with those questions, if we are done with these three things, absolutely अब कुछ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है आपको. 100%, almost 100% question will be done from each and every paper. Then even if time is there, then you can buy Explorer of Akash, and it has topic wise questions of previous year questions of AI, PMT and AIMS. So in nutshell, just focus on previous year question papers and NCRTs. This is more than sufficient. But still, if you want, you can go for Truman's biology. Then for chemistry, first obviously start with reading NCRT 11th and 12th and read at least once to begin with. That is all 2 plus 2, that is 4 volumes. फिजिकल में क्या करना होता है, जो प्रैक्टिस जो होता है क्वेश्चनिंग का, दैट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इफ़ यू डोंट नो हाउ टू इक्विलिब्रियम में नहीं आता आपको, या इक्वेशंस को आपको इक्वेट करना नहीं आता, then it becomes very very difficult. So first start with NCRT, then practice all the questions 3-4 times. आपको mole concept नहीं आता, if you don't know what is solution, if you don't know what is osmosis, then it becomes very very painful and very very difficult to understand chemistry in general. So for that you need to practice all the questions on the NCRT because they are coming as it is. I have already seen the questions are coming just like that. Then you can go to OP Tandon for extra practicing of the questions, and then you need to study on focus on concepts and formulas which are the key, and the rest will follow in time. So then we have organic chemistry. So for organic chemistry we will be dealing with the LN modules. So they are very very good when it comes to organic chemistry, and you have to deal it for the purpose of content and the question practice as well. It's a very good content, you can go through it. सी प्रैक्टिसिंग इन ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री इज हेल्पफुल नॉट बिकॉज कि उसे क्वेश्चन आ जाएंगे, ऐसा कैसा क्वेश्चन उठ के तो नहीं आने वाला, बट कॉन्सेप्ट विल बिकम क्रिस्टल क्लियर. सो दिस इज द पोर्शन विच यू शुड बी फोकसिंग ऑन. अगर एक बार कॉन्सेप्ट आ गया ना ऑर्गेनिक में, देन इट इज नॉट वेरी डिफिकल्ट. पीपल थिंक स्पेशली इन बायो बैकग्राउंड ऑर्गेनिक इज हार्ड, बट बिलीव मी इट इज द easiest पोर्शन इफ यू नो योर कॉन्सेप्ट्स. देन ऑर्गेनिक पार्ट हैज़ टू बी एक्सट्रीमली स्ट्रॉन्ग बिकॉज इसका ऑर्गेनिक स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं होता है, उसका कॉन्फिडेंस काफ़ी लो होता है. So for boosting your confidence, you need to have organic chemistry, which is very very strong. Then for inorganic chemistry, you need to focus on chemical bonding as well as on periodic table. So these are the two portions which by and large deal with inorganic chemistry, and it can be dealt with NCRT alone by and large. But for AIMS, you need to go into certain detail. But I don't think there is a book out there which can deal with it. So I'll take care of it in the videos, but consulting various books and materials. So please focus on the videos which will be coming shortly. Then comes physics. Dreadful physics. पहली बार physics पढ़ी थी तो हालत ख़राब हो गई थी. I still remember my 11th class in 2006. It was very very painful for me to study physics. So because especially from जो PCB वाला जो होता है that is -m, तो उनके लिए बहुत प्रॉब्लम आती है शुरू शुरू में, ऐसा लगता है, ऐसा परसेप्शन है, but that is absolutely wrong. Again I realized that physics is also all about crystal clear concepts, these 3 C's. So if you carry the C cube with you, I don't think there will be any problem. So they start with reading NCRTs first. NCRTs are written by very learned people, and if you read all the 4 volumes, that is both 11th class 2 volumes and 12th class, then it becomes very very easy. Then you focus on reading the LN modules of physics because they have good quality theoretical content. Then you need to practice for MCQs, and for that purpose, you need to go to the Universal Self Scorer. See, what happens in Universal Self Scorer is that it starts with very very basics and then it graduates to very very advanced level. So you know where do you start. If you are a bacha and you're just graduating from 10th and going to 11th, then you need to focus on NCRTs, read LN modules for good quality content, and then go to the basic section of USS. Then you can also go to the questions which are given at the back of the NCRTs, and they are quite high level questions. तो अगर वो सारे हो जाते हैं तो that means you are on the right track. And then finally, if you want to prepare solely for AIMS and if you want to go at very high level of physics, तो DC Pandey Arihant publication, go for the objective physics on medical wala, not IIT wala. So I think this is more than enough. And for maximum level, if you want to go the maximum level for AIMS, then you can solve some questions from HCV. It is not hepatitis C virus, it is HC Verma. Please do not confuse these two things. Anyway, so moving forward, see, 5 to 6 lakh people will compete in a cutthroat competition. Absolutely simple. So कोई भी आज का competitive exam, IAS also 6 lakh people give, PMT also 6 lakh people give, IIT 1 million people give. So how do you get separated from them? No problem whatsoever. See, sir and ma'am, the competition will always be among the top 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 people. So the basic rule of thumb is we have 400 days and we can study only for 6 hours per day, not more than that. Our brain will refuse to obey commands. सुनेगा नहीं आप बस you'll fool yourself. So that will give you 2,400 hours on a 400 day basis. Then assuming that you study 4 pages per hour, that is read and revise and memorize and reproduce and regurgitate in the exam hall. If you can do that, then you have 9,600 pages worth of information. But assuming you do 3 revisions of the same content, then the content which actually filtered out and memorized in your brain is 3,200 pages. तब आप कोई बड़ी सी बुक उठा लाते हो, आप 3 बुक, एंड दे आर वेइंग मोर देन 3 kgs एंड योर हेड बैंड्स and they have 6,000 pages, so it's simply impossible to read all those books. So guys, the only thing which I can provide to you is nothing more, nothing less than no crap, absolute no crap type of tutorials, and I'll focus far more on what you don't read than what you actually read, because friends, it's all a game of exclusion, it's all a game of elimination. So what you eliminate is far more important than what you choose in this game. So anyway, moving forward, books to avoid, my favorite section and your favorite section. You don't know that this section existed, I have created it for you. No need to thank, just follow it. Any book with more than 500 pages is strict no, because it will have a high level of technical jargon and crap which you don't need at all. We need to avoid all kind of BS in this kind of study. Just focus on what is relevant to your exam and crack it and just move ahead. You have better things to do in life than reading these books. Starting with MTG guides, countless other books, guides, magazines, other online courses. I have gone through all of them. Personally speaking, just last 1 month was dedicated to it, and nothing worthwhile or nothing substantial came out of these books. So a strong no to any online course apart from the one which you are watching right now. Anyway, second thing, we move on to fundamental of physics. सी अच्छा लगता है जब सामने वाला बोलता है कि रेसनिक एलईडी सॉल्व कर रहे हैं, बट इट्स not at all required at even at AIMS level. Even if you are going for IIT, I think HC Verma plus a bit of holiday is required, not more than that. Complete solving of this book is waste of time. That's it. Same thing goes with problems in general physics, that is Irodo. I still remember people bringing Irodo in classes and all and showing off to other people, especially the opposite sex. I don't know what they wanted to do with it, but anyway, they did not qualify most of these examinations. So if you have a strong infatuation for solving Irodo, I suggest you join Indian Institute of Science and do research in physics, because the time which is wasted on solving it can be compensated far more in a fruitful manner in solving biology or chemistry. Anyway, organic chemistry, samely we have a Bible called Morrison and Boyd. I will not lie, I read it and I solved many questions of it, but that is not required at all, which I realized. And finally, we have Suresh, Mukesh, Dinesh, Pradeep. So many guidebooks which are available, which are far better used as dumbbells in gym rather than as a reading material. Then we have Allen material. you have to avoid for biology, but it is still relevant for organic chemistry and some portion of physics. Because for biology, in my time it was relevant, in your time it is not. Times are changing because they are more and more focusing now on NCERT, National Council of Education Research and Training. हौज खास के सामने है ऑफिस. Anyway, you don't need to go there, just buy their books. Then there are some things to avoid. Which are things to avoid? You need to avoid them. Please don't join multiple coaching, not at all advisable. सुबह आकाश जा रहे हैं, दिन में एलन जा रहे हैं, शाम को प्राइवेट कोचिंग जा रहे हैं. That is not required. Even if you don't join it, it's okay, but please don't at least join multiple coaching. It's a suicidal attempt by you in your preparation. Then please don't join more than two test series. Already we are overburdened with what to read, what not to read. At max you can join Akash, and after that, followed by that, join Alan. If you join these two, it is more than enough. One is advisable, two is okayish, but three is not at all desired. Then keep things simple and simply get selected. So this is the mantra which will be following in Unacademy Medical. Please don't get carried away too much and read physics and chemistry for IIT JE level. I have seen people doing that and then regretting it very badly when they need to drop a year. Because if you read for IIT, it is an unnecessary waste of your time. See, if you are in love with that subject, then you need to do research in it, not cracking your pre-medical test. Because for cracking pre-medical test, you need to be very pragmatic, which means practical and slightly emotionless when it comes to your reading. Please don't practice answer writing for your boards, because the marks in सबको 95% से ऊपर मिलने वाले हैं भैया. So don't practice for boards. I have seen people practicing for boards. You just need to fill good OMR sheet in these scenario. मेरे टाइम पे आता था मेंस पेपर, but now it's gone. So please avoid focusing on them altogether and you will get good marks anyway. And finally, the key mantra for today is read a topic from one source 10 times and not once from 10 sources, because reading it from again and again from same sources helps in better memory formation. Then please don't look dabbling into online world. I have gone through the online world. It is not important and nothing worthwhile is there, because I personally browsed the web for 3 days looking for good quality content for PMT. But what I came across was absolute crap, to say the least. And you don't need to join any paid course online because it is not reliable. I have asked many of my friends who have joined it, but now they are regretting it. And please don't buy any other book which is not mentioned by me, and just have your trust and your faith. That is all that is needed in the Unacademy medical course videos. Then practice makes a man as well as a woman perfect. Practice from Akash Explorer for topic wise question or previous year questions. See, the key focus should always be on the previous year question papers, because they are the Bible. They are literally the most important thing to crack this examination. NCRTs plus PYQs is equals to success in PMTs. This is the formula, this is the key formula which you need to write down on a piece of paper. इसको अपने दीवार पर चिपका लेना and read it again and again. Solve them again and again and again as much as you can. तब एक दिन आएगा, then a point will come in your life, then as soon as you see the question, you know from which year it is. Now moving forward, when it comes to test series, please give all the test with absolute full preparation. इसको ढीला मत तो छोड़ के आना कि प्रैक्टिस मैच चल रहा है, नहीं. It is the final. For those especially in far flung areas, you can join online test series of Akash, which is held once a month, or LN, which is held twice a month. Please fail fast, fail earlier, and fail more often. I'll draw a curve here. So let's say these are the days passed, number of tests, and these are the marks. So this is the threshold which is required to cross PMT, and here you are getting the marks. Okay, so it is something like this. So this is called as S-shaped curve, in which first is the linear growth, then we have exponential growth, then we have tapering off. So इसको कैसे analyze करना है? So this is 0. So first you will start with negative marks in the test. So on the first test you will get -10 or something like that. In second test at least you will get 0. So as long as you give test, then you will have an exponential growth curve where your marks and your knowledge base will increase that much that you will be able to cross this threshold of PMTs, and you will be able to secure good ranks. And as the number of tests you give increases, the number of marks which you will get keep increasing. So please give test as much as you can and fail fast, fail early, and fail more often. Please treat each test as if you are giving your PMT and start revision on Thursday 3 days before because tests are on Sundays. Now key point comes, just to impress your teachers or your parents or someone else, you skip your classes and you give tests. That is not at all advisable, and you have to keep a perfect balance between your regular class and test preparation. Then self study एटलीस्ट 6 आवर्स क्यूमुलेटिव पर डे, और एग्ज़ाम टाइम्स में 12 घंटे तक पढ़ लो, बट नेवर एवर गो बियॉन्ड 12 आवर्स पर डे. Then you need to make your own goals, that is also absolutely needed, and then you need to achieve at least 70% of these goals. Is that understood? Don't try to go कि भाई 100% goals achieve कर लेंगे, या मेरा दोस्त फलाना चीज़ कर रहा है, he is reading animal classification in 1 day. See, you haven't even seen what is animal classification, so you need to make a goal of 1 week or 2 weeks. So you need to make your own goals, and then you can achieve only 70%, 80% of them. Then you can study whenever you can, wherever you can, and however you can. It doesn't matter. आप छत पे बैठ के पढ़ो, आप गाड़ी में पढ़ो, आप अपने टेबल पे पढ़ो, बेड के नीचे लेटो, ऊपर लेटो, कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता. As long as the content is the same, it doesn't really matter. Then please revise. Obviously, I have told you again and again, from the same source again and again. Do not switch between books. You can switch something else, but not books. It is not advisable, sir and ma'am. Then for classes, it's extremely important. Please attend all the classes. I know you are all geniuses and you think that you can do away without classes, but please don't do a mistake. You will regret it later. Because जो आपका टीचर है वो 20 साल से सेम टॉपिक पढ़ रहा है, and if he is teaching you something, he will teach you something good. Please sit far, far and some more far away from anyone you know personally. It will hamper your study and retentive manner. आप पीछे उस पर जोक करते रहेंगे and you will not get anything. Listening to teacher diligently is another area. Even if he is teaching crap, he will give you some pearls of wisdom in between. So try make note of every single keyword which he or she is saying. And जो 2 से 3 घंटे की क्लास है, please try to revise the class in 30 minutes. So now the last slide will talk about following LAR, that is the logic, analysis and reasoning portion. सी जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन आती है, डोंट टेक इट ऑन फेस वैल्यू, उसको क्वेश्चन करो आप कि वाई इज़ इट राइट, वाई इज़ इट रॉन्ग, वाई इज़ इट लाइक दैट. प्लीज़ फॉलो दिस रैशनल थॉट. Then you need to build confidence, not competence. This is the wrong notion which have people. Rather, I like you to focus on competence and not confidence. See, once you build competence, competence कैसे आती है? रोज 6 घंटे पढ़ो 1 साल तक, then you'll be competent. So this will automatically lead to confidence. So this is a wrong statement which was made to wake you up from sleep deliberately. Then please stop complaining, criticizing and condemning कि भाई मैं तो अच्छी स्कूल से नहीं हूँ, आई डोंट हैव गुड फाइनेंसेस, मेरे को इंग्लिश बोलनी नहीं आती, मेरी अच्छी कोचिंग नहीं है. प्लीज़ स्टॉप ऑल दिस. ये कोई नहीं सुनने वाला, एंड ओनली योर OMR शीट मैटर्स. सो एज सुन एज यू डू इट, आपके पास अपना ब्रेन फ्री हो जाएगा एंड यू कैन डू मोर प्रोडक्टिव वर्क इन योर टाइम. एंड प्लीज़ स्टॉप आर्ग्यूइंग विद स्टूपिड एंड irrational people because they will bring you down to their level and beat you with experience. And finally, stop asking yourself what you want to do with your life. Just focus on the task ahead. ये मत सोचो कि 10 साल बाद क्या करोगे या 20 साल बाद. And despite this also you will become sad, that is stressed, anxious and depressed from time to time. So that is part and parcel of your life. Please try to deal with it as healthy way as possible. But if you follow the Roman rituals which was told in the part 1, please watch part 1 if you haven't right now. You will not get SAD from time to time. But still, if you do, just remember this quote. You have to be extremely detail oriented. सब कुछ अपना लिखो, एक एक चीज़ लिखो, बिकॉज डेविल लाइज इन द डिटेल. अपना पूरा डेली स्केड्यूल लिखो. वेयर आर यू वेस्टिंग टाइम? बिकॉज एक दो बार केयरलेस रहोगे तो चलता है, बट persistent carelessness will lead to consistent failure. So please have this quote in mind. So I hope you like this video and you like the content. So this is the Unacademy Medical. If you still have any questions, you can ask on the Facebook page. You can also tweet to me at my Twitter handle at romanseni, and do spread the word, especially for those who cannot afford coaching and your friends and colleagues who find it difficult to read it from any textbook. Thank you for watching the video. Have an awesome day.